Be poised, rock firm, that you are not the body. You are already poised that way. And if you talk of being poised that way, then you are just dealing in petty change. 10 cents, 20 cents. You are not dealing then in the infinite. You must know the body. You must not say that you are not the body. This is a very important distinction. You must please appreciate this.
Once again?
You must know.
Know the body. Instead of that, don't entertain yourself with the thought that I am not the body. If you are not the body, tell me who is thinking.
Oh, I've been trained for many, many years to always think. It was always almost like a mantra. I am not a body, I am not a mind. For years and years and years.
If you are not the
Wat
body,
de I dan?
Ja.
Zou er weer aan... Sorry, ik mag niks zeggen.
if you are not the body, who is thinking? Come, think this thought without the body. Show me how you will do it.
No.
By thinking again and again that you are not the body, you are only reinforcing
Terrible.
your
years
sense
practice.
of the body self.
Yeah.
There is no need to fool oneself this way. Don't say you are not the body. Instead, know the body. In knowing the body, obviously it is established that you are beyond the body. That's it. What must be done in an not so direct way, in a very subtle way, cannot be achieved through a gross method.
Yes.
The only way to live as the one beyond the body is to realize the body, is to see that the body is the body,
Yeah. To see it for what it is.
to see it for what it is.
Yeah.
Now that appears very close to saying the body is the body and I am not the body, but no, these are different and the difference is huge. Just see what the body is, and the body is always available for observation. So seeing it must never be a problem. Just see what the mind is, and the mind too is always running around. You can always watch it. Here, see, there, jumping, hopping, climbing, falling, stumbling. The mind is always busy with something, is it not?
Yeah.
That way it is always a nice object to look at. Like a pet monkey.
Yeah.
Hmm? There on the sofa it is,
Yeah.
then hiding behind the television,
In the closet.
in the closet. Always there. Always there. So know what the mind is. And for that you don't have to go anywhere. The mind is. Your world is the mind. Observe it.
Observe it or just see it.
Just see it.
Just see it.
Without condemnation, without identification, without expectation. maybe with a little bit of wonderment. If you can afford that. If you can't, then that's all right.
Not doing the wonderments. No.
Maybe with a very faint smile, if it comes on its own.
Yeah,
If it doesn't come out on its own,
Let's
then
take
it's all
service
right.
again.
Then it's all right. Maybe with a little bit of love, if it comes on its own. Doesn't come on its own, all right. Just observe. Yes?
Yes.
Do not need to repeat, I am not the mind. Do not need to repeat, I am not the body. Go to sleep and repeat, I am not the mind. When you repeat that you are not the mind, you know what? You are not only the mind but also a particular state of mind, which is the waking state. Have you ever heard anybody recite in his deep sleep, I am not the mind, I am not the body?
Well, almost I did. I did almost.
You are special.
No. I was so drilled. Excuse me.
Spiritual robot.
But these are the very basic and simple questions that no one asks. When you are told by a teacher, go say, I am not the mind, why don't you ask that my mind exists in the waking state as well as in the sleeping state? And if you are really telling me that I should say I am not the mind, then I should be honest and continuous. Even in my sleep, I must say I am not the mind. Then, sir, please tell me how to say that in my sleep. Why don't you ask that to your teachers? Why don't you ask how, in your deep sleep, will you say I am not the body?
Yeah, but they will deny it. In deep sleep, it's not there. That's it.
The body. Okay, let's say the body is not there. But isn't deep sleep just another state of the mind?
Of course.
So at least in deep sleep you should be able to say I am not the mind. Why don't you say that? Let there be a demonstration at least, a little bit.